Multiple developing stories in Central Arkansas tonight. New video surfacing showing the moments before a mass shooting that injured at least 25 people in a Little Rock nightclub.
Like I said, it was over 50 shots went off in the club, and it was probably like 300 people in the club. It was packed, so that's just a blessing. No one died.
Tonight, victims describe the terrifying scene from inside the club. Meanwhile, we are learning more about the man on stage and his violent history. In another part of the city, Little Rock police investigating 2 separate homicides.
It's total devastation. It was amazing how fast the fire took off.
Plus, in a different part of Central Arkansas, families searching through charred remains after a major fire destroys several homes overnight. Fox 16 News starts right now.
And good evening, I'm Stephanie Sharp. Tonight, we are learning more about what led up to a mass shooting at a Little Rock nightclub. In this new video, it shows the terrifying moment Saturday night, and as you can see, it's from the angle of what those on stage would have seen. Here's what we know right now. 25 people were shot and 3 others injured. Local hospitals confirm most of those victims have been released. 9 are still there tonight, 2 listed in critical condition. Miraculously, there have been no deaths in this shooting. The family of the youngest victim says he's 16-year-old Marquit Mohammed. Of course, we are also learning more tonight about the performer Saturday night, Ricky Hampton, also known as Finesse 2 times. He was arrested in Alabama. He was taken into custody for an unrelated crime. We'll have more on that in just a moment here. But first, we have learned the names and faces of those who became a victim of tragedy on Saturday, many saying it could have been a whole lot worse. We have team coverage tonight on as more of these victim stories come to light. And of course, we begin tonight with Price McKeon. Price, you talked with a man today who says he drove himself to the hospital after getting shot multiple times, right?
That's right, Stephanie. Jerron Eccles told me that he got shot twice and a 3rd bullet grazed him when he was inside this club where we are right now. The 25-year-old described to me in detail about how he got out alive. But what stood out to me even more were the details that he remembers about his thoughts when he got out alive.
I got shot twice. I got grazed once, so 3 times in all I was hit.
Jerron Eccles' bandages cover his gunshot wounds.
Over 50 shots rang out in there. Like, it was just crazy. It seemed like it wasn't gonna never end.
Before the chaos, his Snapchat video shows the rapper walking into the club, limping.
Kind of do want to see the back still.
Jerron wanted to look in the daylight.
None of them my shoes.
At the back exit he used.
I just wanted to get home to my son.
This father says he got shot when he was trying to get to the back exit while crawling on the ground.
Got to shooting like 10 more times. I said, man, someone was just telling me, Jerron, you got to get up or you're going to die in here.
Adrenaline pumping, he says he ran.
My main focus was don't get hit in the head because I was already shot.
He says he drove himself to the hospital.
I was just thinking like, just make it. Don't wreck, just make it.
On Sunday, standing outside the club, he's got one big question.
I got patted down. Everyone should have got patted down like me. I don't know how the guns got in.
And that is a lot about what he talked about when we were outside this club earlier, is that question about who got patted down and what. He told me that last night he was released from the hospital, but today he is still in a lot of pain. Reporting live in Little Rock, Price McKeon, back to you.
Hey, yeah, and Price, you said that he had some Snapchat video of the night of that concert. Among all of that chaos, was he able to see who was firing some of those shots?
He told me no, he wasn't able to see anything. He said he was just sitting on a couch. He heard it, but he didn't see anything. He says he has no idea who would have done this.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, an update on 19-year-old Dejana Mixon. She was shot in the shoulder at the club and underwent a nearly 6-hour surgery. Her family says she was taken off a ventilator this morning and is talking. They say doctors are still evaluating her arm to see if it has to be amputated. Taking a look at some of the other victims in this tragedy on Saturday morning at the Power Ultra Lounge mass shooting. Kiana Bogan's leg was ran over as she ran out of the club. Fox 16's Caitlin Reardon talked to her about that scary scene. Caitlin, what can you tell us?
Well, Steph, of course, an unimaginable experience for anyone inside of the club at the time of that shooting. Kiana says that she and her husband heard people arguing just seconds before the gunshots rang out. She says it was so disorienting in there because it was dark and you couldn't see where everything was happening. At first they wanted to run, then they eventually got to the ground. Ultimately, she and her husband did make it outside, but her leg was run over by a car that was backing up. She is one of the 3 that was hurt, but not by gunfire. But she says still she's thankful it wasn't worse.
And this one girl, she was bleeding and was like, "Help me, please, help me," and it was just crazy.
And Kiana says they were getting ready to leave that club right before Finesse 2 Times came on stage. They decided to stay a few more minutes. She also says this is the last time she plans to go out because she is a mother of a 3-year-old daughter and says that it's just too dangerous anymore. Steph.
All right, Caitlin, thank you so much. As we told you moments ago, the rapper who was on stage at the time of the shooting finds himself behind bars in Alabama today. Ricky Hampton, also known as Finesse 2 Times, was arrested outside a club in Birmingham along with another man. We do want to stress that he was not arrested because of the Little Rock shooting. He had warrants out of eastern Arkansas. According to authorities, they recovered 2 handguns and an AK-47 from a Mercedes outside the club. Little Rock police wants to question Hampton in hopes of getting a better idea on what led up to that shooting. And this isn't the first time something like this has happened. At one of his concerts back in April, there was a shooting outside a club in Memphis. 2 people were injured in that crime.
The bullets went all the way to the elevator into the hotel. This is not a joke. They're killing and hurting people for real.
And coming up tonight at 9:30, we go deeper into the rapper's past and why many say violence follows him wherever he goes. On Saturday, many saying the scene around the club looked like a war zone. From shoes, bags, and clothes, many personal belongings still litter the street near the club. Police did collect several items from inside and outside the club, including clothes and cell phones. Little Rock police say you can contact the department to see if they have your belongings. Give the number right there on your screen a call if you have questions about your stuff. It's 501-317-4660. Our crew is also taking a picture today, a notice to vacate letter that was posted on the door of the Power Ultra Lounge. It says the club owner, Herman Lewis, must be out in 3 days. Fox 16 investigates, learning there appears to be a court case for debts owed against Lewis in the past month. There may be other issues too, like taxes owed. The alcoholic beverage control officials say there have been 7 violations cited against the Power Ultra Lounge since 2012, including multiple violations for underage drinking. ABC has suspended the lounge's mixed drink license with at least 3 potential violations at play. Lewis will have to have a chance to appear at an ABC hearing on July 10th. Of course, we will have continuing coverage throughout this newscast, and you can also get the very latest on our website, fox16.com, as well as our social media pages. New tonight at 9, a raging fire rips through homes on the shores of Lake Hamilton Saturday night. Altogether, 4 homes destroyed, a 5th badly damaged, several cars burned that night as well. Fox 16's Charmaine Nero joining us now from Lake Hamilton. And Charmaine, this holiday weekend, of course, turning very tragic for many families out there.
Exactly, Stephanie. Take a look behind me. This is pure devastation. Now, I'm told many people who live in this area own homes here, and one of the homeowners was actually able to tell me he's lived here for about 11 years, and just looking at this pure devastation is hard for him to comprehend.
It's still sinking in.
Monty Dillick looks at what's left of his dream home after a Saturday night fire.
Obviously, the house is completely gone.
Dillick was home when a neighbor told him about the blaze.
And so we tried to spray it down, but the heat was so intense. And at 9:54, we called 911 and said, we can't control this, it's out of control.
On what was supposed to be a joyous holiday weekend.
It's total devastation. It was amazing how fast the fire took off.
Now leaving 4 homeowners in this community in total shock.
It was solid wood, and once it caught on fire and all the decks, there was nothing to stop it.
Neighbors say flames could be seen as far as a nearby bypass. Footage shows just how intense this fire was.
Everything from the house itself to furniture, vehicles.
A weekend to celebrate Stars and Stripes. Dillick is thankful no one was hurt.
One, thanking the Lord that nothing happened.
Even after the fire, he plans to stay in the place he calls home.
Time will tell, but that's probably what my plan is, to rebuild and move, just keep moving forward.
Very powerful. It's actually the prime example of Independence Day, being able to suffer this loss but still have positivity that I've seen in a lot of the homeowners in this area. While of course they are still looking for the cause of this fire, I am hearing from a lot of people in this area that it may have been caused by a car, maybe possibly fireworks as well. Of course, that's just speculation. We're still waiting for official confirmation of how this fire started. Reporting in Lake Hamilton, Charmaine Nero, gonna send it back to you.
It's just amazing to see how much damage was done in that fire. Clearly it burned for hours. And Charmaine, do you have any idea of how many different fire departments were out there to help put it out?
Well, a lot of people out here said there were fire crews as far as the nearby road. I'm hearing about 4 volunteer fire crews came out here, maybe a little bit more, but they said that they were out here trying to get the fire out as quickly as possible. But a lot of people did commend them for their efforts, especially in this weather.
Well, thank you so much, Charmaine, reporting from Lake Hamilton. Little Rock police already swamped from the mass shooting investigation, looking into 2 separate homicide cases tonight. Police say a man killed his girlfriend, then turned the gun on himself. It happened early this morning on the 1600 block of South Elm Street. Police say the woman is 28-year-old Anna Williamson, and Ernest Purdyman was the shooter. LRPD also investigating a homicide on Westmount Circle. Police say 36-year-old Naomi Estrada was found dead by her sister around 8:15 this morning. Police believe this case is also domestic related. In light of these 2 homicides, Little Rock Police want to remind everyone of the Victim Services Help number. You're encouraged to call the number right there on your screen, 501-918-5347. We've also posted that number on our website, fox16.com. The number of recent shooting victims in Little Rock has skyrocketed in the last week and a half. More than 30 people have been shot in 11 days. On Saturday, 25 people were injured by gunfire at the Power Ultra Lounge. And in that 11 days time span, there has been 10 different drive-by shootings in the Little Rock area. Police have arrested a few people in connection to those, but say there are at least 3 more suspects involved. We have a timeline of when the recent shootings happened and where they occurred. You can find that information also on our website, fox16.com. In the midst of recent violence, Fox 16 is fighting to end it in Central Arkansas. We're taking our message to the streets with our second Victory Over Violence Walk. It's taking place on Saturday, July 15th at MacArthur Park. From 8:30 a.m. until 11, the walk ends with a family-friendly event. There's going to be food, fun, and activities for kids. Come be a part of the solution and help end violence in Arkansas. And you can learn more about that and more about our Victory Over Violence movement on our website, fox16.com. Victims describing the scene that led up to a mass shooting that injured dozens. We'll head back live to our crews coming up. And as we're getting a better idea of what led up to the shooting, we're also learning a bit more about the man on stage and his past with the law. But first, it's been a wet weekend for some. With more rain on the way, we'll have a full forecast. Kelly will have your full forecast when Fox 16 News returns. Stay with us.
At Middleton, we're here to save you time, money, and yes, even energy. Get a free Nest thermostat or Nest Protect with any qualifying new system. Call today for a free estimate. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
Whatever your plans are for the 4th, you'll find low prices on everything for your celebration at Kroger.
Take home pork back ribs for just $2.88 a pound, and Northwest red cherries are $2.49 a pound.
Are you thinking of downsizing, wanting a lake house, or even that hunting club you've dreamed of? Need a tiny home for a family member? Maybe you just need a bigger home.
At Hawks Homes, actually, we can build anything for anyone at an affordable price. You just have to see it to believe it. With over 48 years of experience, we just do it better. Let our family help your family.
We're Hawks Homes, Little Rock
and Conway.
Hawks Mobile Homes, we're home sweet home.
Everett is proud to support the Boys and Girls Club, where kids are encouraged to be the best they can be in everything they do.
Get like a pro!
Everett Buick GMC, family owned, customer friendly.
Our mission to help our city declare victory over violence continues.
On Saturday, July 15th, join us for the Downtown Victory Walk through another historic area of Little Rock, around the MacArthur Park neighborhood.
Trav's giveaways, Victory Over Violence t-shirts, kids activities, and free food from Gwatney's Big Red Grill.
It's time to walk the walk and be a part of the solution.
The Downtown Victory Walk meet here on Saturday morning, July 15th at 8:30, right in front of the Arkansas Arts Center.
At Middleton, we're here, and here, and here. And guess what? We're right here too, at MiddletonInc.com. Schedule maintenance, estimates, and repairs. MiddletonInc.com. We're here.
Fox 16 News is sponsored by Everett Buick GMC. Now, weather to plan your day with meteorologist Kelly Doback.
So it's a long holiday weekend. A lot of people hoping for good, clear weather this weekend, or I guess coming into the next couple of days. What can we expect?
Yeah, well, right now we're actually watching the storm system pretty closely. It's been through Oklahoma all day long, slowly but surely making its way into Arkansas, bringing the chance for some soggy weather tonight. Though luckily, rain chances do get a little bit better as we head closer to the July 4th holiday, which is good news for fireworks. But right now, we're actually looking at a pretty strong storm system. If you pull up radar, you can see it was moving through Oklahoma all day today, and is slowly making its way into the corner of northwest Arkansas. Now, because the storm system is moving so slowly, it's actually dropping down a lot of heavy rain. Flash flood warnings have been issued for many parts of Oklahoma, and actually just for Benton County of Arkansas a few moments ago. And you can see all of the oranges and reds are areas of pretty heavy rainfall. Lightning and thunder also associated with this. But as the storm system makes its way through the state as we head through the overnight, the main threats are going to be that heavy rain and the chance for some strong winds, 40 to 50 miles an hour. And again, it is moving very slowly. So through the overnight, even through the commute tomorrow morning, we may be running into some splash and dash showers through the early morning hours into the early afternoon. Now, satellite radar showing just how big this system is. Again, there are still some severe thunderstorm warnings just to the south of Oklahoma City. And actually, the storm system is intensifying down in Oklahoma as we continue through the night tonight, which is kind of concerning, keeping definitely a close eye as it does make its way through this natural state as we head through the overnight tonight. And this is all thanks to some disturbances up in the northwest, slowly riding along this boundary layer in our northern part of our state. We can see this is actually the storm system that pushed through yesterday. This is the storm system we're going to be watching through the overnight, and we're just going to continue to see more and more storm systems move in through the northwest, very similar to what we've seen yesterday, what we'll see tonight, and what we'll see Monday night, and possibly even Tuesday night. But the good news is these disturbances do get weaker as we head through the middle part of the week. Something else we're watching is that hot and humid conditions too. We're still getting lots of moisture being pumped up from the Gulf of Mexico. That's going to help be storm fuel as we head through each and every afternoon as well. So taking a look at forecast radar as we head through the night tonight, there's that storm system as we head through the overnight hours slowly. Again, this is the key word here. This is a very slow moving storm system. It's slowly going to push its way east as we head through the night. It will lose a lot of energy as it makes its way through the state, but again, northwest corner, western part of the state, that's where the heaviest rainfall is going to fall. Once we make our way through the overnight into the early morning hours. Again, still slow moving, still could see some heavy rainfall, even in Little Rock when we get closer to morning commute time. If you do have to work tomorrow around 6 or 7 a.m., we could be seeing some slick roadways and even some heavy downpour. So do plan accordingly if you do have to go anywhere tomorrow early in the morning. You may be dodging some pretty heavy showers. And again, if you do see flooded roads, don't ever try to drive through them because that could definitely be dangerous. Heading through the later part of the morning, still seeing that storm system trying to push through the early part of the afternoon actually. And then once we get into the afternoon hours, we could see more storms fire up from that daytime heating. And then we're going to see another one of these systems try to make their way through Monday night. It'll be a little bit weaker, but still seeing that chance for showers and storms each and every night through the next few days. Temperatures still on the warm side, 81 here in Little Rock, 79 in Clinton, and those dew points, that moisture in the air, it's extra sticky too. We're seeing those dew points in the upper 70s, and that's when things feel pretty oppressive outside. Heat index values were actually in the triple digits for many areas. Luckily, if you're in the northern part of the state, right where that boundary is sitting, dew points are a bit lower, but they're still not helping the cause. Still feeling pretty sticky out there, and the humidity, it is going to stay very humid all week long. We're not looking at any breaks in humidity, actually looking at the most humid conditions on the holiday on July 4th. So if you're going to be spending most of the day outside, it's going to be pretty humid out there, a little bit sticky, and we could be seeing isolated shower and storm chances as we head through the day. The forecast for tonight, though, again, could be dodging some scattered showers and storms. A few of them could be strong at times. Do be aware, heavy rain could be an issue as we head through the night tonight. Looking at the next 2 days, though, as you're making your plans for the holiday, isolated storm chances are going to stick around through the 4th of July holiday, so do be aware. You may be running into a couple of showers as we head through the overnight Monday and Tuesday. We'll keep those rain chances in the forecast through the middle part of the week, and as I said, they'll start to dissipate, but take a look at those temperatures staying in the 90s each and every day. So it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid. We're going to be dodging showers and thunderstorms on and off every day. A very summer-like pattern, but again, definitely want to stay weather aware tonight because we could be dealing with some heavy rainfall at times, making flash flooding a possible issue, especially for the western part of the state. So we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on that.
Yeah, so some storms tonight, some storms over the next couple of days, hot, humid, but
luckily they're looking a little lesser chances 4th of July, so hopefully we can get those fireworks shows in.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Well, coming up after the break, Twitter Firestorm, President Trump takes to social media showing the president beating up a man with a CNN logo on his face and how CNN is now reacting. That's coming up next.
Haverty's Furniture helps your home look perfect, even when life isn't.
Are you sure you don't want me to call an exterminator?
Oh, come on, it's just a raccoon that got in the attic. And there she is. Oh, look, babies! Ah!
Darren! Daddy! They're on the move! Honey, what's going on?
She's got me cornered!
How big is she?
Make the call!
Save up to $1,000 at the Star Spangled Sale. Haverty's, life looks good.
Hi, I'm Missy Gibson. At John Gibson Auto Sales, we offer our customers the opportunity to buy almost any vehicle. We have over 900 cars, trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, ATVs, campers, performance trailers, and boats. We will finance your purchase in-house regardless of your credit history. You can actually make your purchase from home or on the go. Simply go online to johngibsonautosales.com and take a virtual tour of our inventory. We call it shopping made easy. See you soon at John Gibson Auto Sales, in person or online.
Does your business or home need a facelift? Then call Apex Wash Systems at 753-8900. We're a local, veteran-owned pressure wash company with state-of-the-art equipment. Buildings, sidewalks, parking lots, we can clean it. Dirt can't handle the pressure we put on. Houses, fences, driveways, decks, and patios, we can clean it. We offer high pressure with low prices. The pinnacle of power washing. Call Apex Wash Systems today at 753-8900.
Bluebell ice cream is an alarm clock for your inner child. It's a first date's icebreaker and a second trimester's persistent craving. Bluebell is a soft landing from a hard day. It's celebrating a win or erasing a loss. Some say Bluebell is the best ice cream in the country.
How do you want to live? As a decent person? Good husband? Is that it?
good? Of course not. King of the hill? Better. Top of your game? Win. All powerful. Like a boss. Like a pro. We couldn't agree more. We are professional grade.
Step up to GMC with 17% below MSRP on specially equipped 2017 Sierra SLT models. That's nearly $11,000 on this Sierra.
If they sold these pretzel dogs at the stadium, that would really class up the joint. Getting a hot dog on a premium pretzel bun with melted cheese sauce and crispy bacon here.
No, what kind of cheese you say?
Melted cheese sauce here.
Any other toppings on that one?
Just that crispy bacon here.
So you're telling me I can get a hot dog on a premium pretzel bun with melted cheese sauce and crispy bacon?
Absolutely.
Oh, no thanks, I already got one.
The summer's biggest hit is the premium pretzel dog. And get half-price shakes and ice cream slushes after 8 p.m. This is how you Sonic.
Tornado touchdown.
Now is the time to take shelter.
We just saw all this debris flying at us.
Fair line of thunderstorms headed this way.
We had plenty of warnings. We knew it was coming. They saved our life.
Significant damage, structures destroyed.
Go into your safe place and do not come out.
When the next storm hits, turn to the Arkansas Storm Team on Fox 16.
Help us declare
victory over violence.
You're watching Fox 16 News, your Emmy Award-winning newscast.
Another Twitter firestorm for President Trump today after he tweeted a video edited to show him beating up a man with a CNN logo on his face. Jennifer Johnson explains that the president is in New Jersey calling GOP lawmakers to try to get the Republican Senate healthcare bill over the finish line.
This is the video the president tweeted, edited to show him at a WWE event beating up on a man with a CNN logo on his face. CNN shot back, calling it a sad day when the president of the United States encourages violence against reporters. This after the president personally attacked Morning Joe hosts Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough last week. Mr. Trump continued his media assault at a veterans rally Saturday night.
The fake media tried to stop us from going to the White House. But I'm president and they're not.
Mr. Trump says his use of social media is modern-day presidential, but some Republican lawmakers are again calling on him to lay off.
It's unfortunate, and people are now begging the president not to do this, and, he ought to stop doing it.
As dozens of impeachment protests are held around the country Sunday, the White House denies the president is distracted and is working on getting the stalled GOP health care bill passed.
The president's held multiple meetings within the White House itself with physicians, with small business groups, with other folks who have been harmed by Obamacare.
But some Republicans say they can't vote for the current plan because it's too much like Obamacare.
The bill is just being lit up like a Christmas tree full of billion-dollar ornaments, and it's not repealed.
The president says Republicans should consider repealing Obamacare now and replacing it later.
This week, the president heads to the G20 summit in Germany, where he will have his first face-to-face meeting with Vladimir Putin since taking office. Many of the president's most prominent aides are also some of the highest paid. A staff salary document released by the White House shows more than 40% of the White House staffers earn more than $100,000 a year. 22 aides take home nearly $180,000. Chief strategist Steve Bannon, along with his chief of staff, both earn nearly $180,000. That's the same salary earned by senior counselor Kellyanne Conway and press secretary Sean Spicer. However, his daughter Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner are not drawing any salary. The capital city is trying to recover tonight after at least 25 people are shot in an act of violence. Our team coverage continues next. Plus, we'll go back to Lake Hamilton, where a massive fire destroyed several homes. How homeowners are holding on to hope. That's coming up after the break.
Real estate investors and cattle ranchers. On July 14th, we are selling 3,000 acres less than 8 miles from Texarkana on the Arkansas side. This land is manicured and ready for cattle or development. Call Michael 501-352-4709 or go to blackmanauctions.com. Better auctions or Blackman Auctions.
This season, the feud has some new rules. Stay calm.
Speak softly.
You are the loudest person.
And answer honestly.
Name an animal whose behind reminds you of your wife's behind.
Hippo.
Too honest?
I can't tell you the price you're going to pay for that answer, but at least if it had been up there, you could have said it was for the game.
Family Feud, now on Fox 16, weekdays at 5.
A lot of people don't know that we're a family-owned jewelry store, but Cecil's has been here since 1975. And we have worked very hard to keep this reputation alive and well and build upon it.
Cecil's Fine Jewelry, we want to be your jeweler for life.
The Honda 4th of July sales event is here, with great deals on the 2017 Honda Civic and 2017 Honda Accord. Celebrate KBB.com's 2017 Best Value brand at the Honda 4th of July sales event, happening now at your Honda dealer.
The Ford Summer Sales event is on.
It's gonna work, I promise you. We can figure this out.
A little help?
Hold on, Mom. No, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. It's not a question, it's a thing.
Take on summer right with Ford, America's best